Nervousness is normal. Practice and prepare. Hello and welcome. Have you ever felt nervous before speaking English? Maybe you worry about making mistakes or feel shy in front of others. If so, don't worry. Today, we have a powerful story that will show you why nervousness is normal and how practice and preparation can help you overcome it. By the end of this lesson, you will learn new vocabulary, improve your confidence, and understand that every great speaker was once a beginner. So, relax, listen carefully, and let's begin. The story of Rohan, a nervous beginner. Rohan was a young man who had always dreamed of speaking English fluently. He watched English movies, read books, and admired people who spoke with confidence. But whenever he tried to speak, something happened. His heart started beating fast, his palms became sweaty, and his mind went blank. He felt nervous. One day, his company announced an important event. All employees had to introduce themselves in English. Rohan's heart sank. The thought of speaking in front of so many people made him anxious. What if I make a mistake? He thought. What if they laugh at me? He considered skipping the event, but deep inside, he knew he had to face his fear. He wanted to improve, and the only way to do that was to practice and prepare. Facing the fear, a mentor's advice. That evening, Rohan met his old teacher, Mr. Mehta, who was known for his wisdom. Seeing Rohan's worried face, Mr. Mehta asked, "What's wrong, Rohan?" Rohan sighed and replied, "Sir, I have to speak in English at an office event, but I am too nervous. I don't think I can do it." Mr. Mehta smiled and said, "Nervousness is normal, my boy. It happens to everyone, even the greatest speakers in the world." Rohan looked surprised. "But sir, they always speak so confidently." Mr. Mehta chuckled. "That's because they practice and prepare. Let me tell you a secret. Every great speaker was once a beginner, just like you." Rohan listened carefully as his teacher continued. "The only way to reduce nervousness is to prepare well. And the best way to prepare is to practice. Would you like to try?" Rohan hesitated, but then he nodded. He knew he had to take a step forward. Step 1. Writing the speech. Mr. Mehta gave Rohan a simple task. Write down what you want to say. Keep it short and clear. Use simple words. Don't worry about grammar too much. Just focus on your message. Rohan went home and wrote his introduction. "Hello, everyone. My name is Rohan. I work in the marketing department. I enjoy learning new things and working with my team. This is my first time speaking in front of so many people, and I am a little nervous, but I'm excited to share my thoughts with you." When he read his speech, he smiled. It was simple but effective. He felt a little more confident. Step 2. Practicing aloud. The next day, Rohan met Mr. Mehta again. His teacher asked him to read the speech aloud. At first, Rohan's voice was shaky. He made mistakes and forgot words. "See," he said, "I am terrible at this." Mr. Mehta shook his head. "No, Rohan, you are learning. Mistakes are part of the process. Now, try again." Rohan took a deep breath and tried again. This time, he was a little better. Mr. Mehta smiled. "Now, practice this 5 times a day. Speak in front of the mirror. Record yourself and listen. Each time, you will improve. Rohan followed his teacher's advice. Every morning, he stood in front of the mirror and practiced. At first, it felt strange, but soon, he noticed his voice becoming clearer and stronger. Step 3. Handling nervousness with preparation. As the event day approached, Rohan still felt nervous. What if I forget everything? He thought. But then, he remembered his teacher's words, prepare well, and you will do well. So, he made a small cue card with key points from his speech. If he forgot something, he could quickly look at it. He also practiced deep breathing exercises to calm his nerves. Before speaking, he took 3 deep breaths and reminded himself, I am prepared. I can do this. The big day, overcoming fear. Finally, the day arrived. Rohan walked onto the stage. His heart was still beating fast, but he was ready. He took a deep breath and started speaking. Hello, everyone. My name is Rohan. His voice was steady. He looked at the audience, smiled, and continued. When he finished, there was silence for a second. Then, the audience clapped. Rohan couldn't believe it. He had done it. His nervousness didn't disappear completely, but he had learned to manage it. Later, his colleague came up to him and said, You spoke so well. How did you become so confident? Rohan smiled and replied, I was nervous, but I practiced and prepared. Lesson: how you can overcome nervousness. Just like Rohan, you can overcome nervousness in English speaking by following these 3 steps. 1. Write it down. Prepare what you want to say. Keep it simple. 2. Practice daily. Speak in front of the mirror. Record yourself and repeat. 3. Prepare well. Use cue cards. Take deep breaths and remind yourself that nervousness is normal. The more you practice, the more confident you will become. Vocabulary and sentence practice now. Let's learn some useful words and practice speaking. Nervous, feeling worried or afraid. I feel nervous before speaking in public. Confident, feeling sure about yourself. With practice, I became more confident. Prepare, to get ready. I prepare my speech before the event. Overcome, to successfully deal with a problem. I overcame my fear of speaking English. Practice, to do something repeatedly to get better. I practice speaking English every day. Speaking exercise. Repeat after me. Nervousness is normal, but practice makes us better. I am learning English, and I will improve. The more I practice, the more confident I feel. Nervousness is normal. Everyone feels it. But remember, practice and preparation are the keys to confidence. If you found this lesson helpful, like this video, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Tell me, what makes you nervous in English? Let's overcome it together. Thank you for watching. Keep learning, keep practicing, and see you in the next lesson.